Dream 2.
Bullseye.
And it's a meeting between two men who came through the European qualifying tour in their debut
Outside.
seasons
Christoph
as
won the ball.
PDC players, although one of them is probably
Christoph to throw first.
better known to darts fans than the other. Wesley Harms, we've seen several times at the Grand Slam of Darts, also a former Lakeside and World Masters semi-finalist, and has picked up many title victories in the BDO.
180.
But the thumb, Krzysztof Kciuk from Krakow in Poland, has kicked off the match with his 10th 180 of the season.
140.
Flying start from Kciuk.
180.
Well, incredible scenes from the off here. Wesley Harms certainly is under the thumb. 180, 180 from Kciuk.
140.
140 from Harms, but 141 is what we want to shout about. It's not going to happen.
100.
Wonderful start to this match. When we do have a little lull in play, I'm going to bring you the results from the first
100.
round of first round matches, if you see what I mean. Double 16.
Game shot.
11 darter. Carry on, fellas. Just the 137 average.
$100. 180.
Well, Krzysztof Kciuk here has kicked off 180, 180 in the first leg, 180
100.
in the second leg. In the scoring phase of the game, he hasn't scored anything else yet. Oh, disappointing, Krzysztof. Rubbish.
100.
I will bring to you the results that we've had from the opening matches. Michael van Gerwen, who did get
60.
into a bit of a battle with Andy Bolton, won that battle 6-4. James Wade, a 6-5 winner against Ted Everts. Johnny Clayton has beaten Damon Hett, a 6-2. Adrian Lewis, a 6-4 winner against Willie O'Connor. One of the big names out already, Dave Chisnell, beaten 6-4 by Tony Alcinas. Menta Suljevic is through, a 6-3 win for him against
100.
Callan Rids. Glenn Durrant has seen off Dirk van Dijvenbode, a 6-5. Rob Cross came back from behind to beat Jeff Smith 6-4. And Joe Cullen, a 6-3 winner against Martin Atkins of Wigan. As Harms fails to threaten the 141.
41.
Leaves a 2-darter. But Kciuk has a dart at double 12 for a 2-leg lead.
77.
Choices here. If he doesn't hit the treble 20, he'll have a chance to go 2 double tops, but he has stayed there. And he's done it successfully.
90.
Of course, I meant choices with the second dart, having had to go for treble 20 with the first.
Game shot.
But he won't be back. A dart missed at double, punished. And the pole is in pole position. We have seen Kciuk at the World Cup of Darts and at the World Championship many, many moons ago.
140.
Did appear at the BDO World Championship last year, was beaten by Scott Mitchell, who we will see in action on this
140.
live streamed board. in a couple of games' time. Mitchell faces John Michael. That's after Michael Smith has faced
180.
Darius Labanauskas. Now even Michael Smith is going to struggle to hit maximums at this level. It's 4 already in 3.5 legs.
60.
An absolute maximum magnet. Krzysztof Kciuk.
60.
Proving that he can Kciuk. It's the only time I'll do that one, I promise.
$140.
He's certainly keeping himself out of harm's way, isn't he? It's the only time I'll do that one as well.
$81.
Well, that should do very nicely indeed. Harms is going to have to produce something special, and he can't manage it.
60.
So double top. Is that a help or a hindrance? He's had to step across slightly to try and open the gate, so to speak, and it might be blocked
No score.
completely there. Couldn't see from our camera angle, but the way that those darts were laying may have just blocked his chances. And Harms needs double 16 to seal the leg,
Game
and he's
shot.
taken it. And having weathered something of a storm, that could be a big, big moment in this match. Up against a man who's fired in 4 maximums, but manages to break his throw, having survived 3 clear darts
100.
at tops. Well, 180 obviously, isn't it?
140.
Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it. Daryl Gurney, who was beaten in the first round yesterday, has gone the same way today. Knocked out 6-5 by Gavin Carlin.
123.
Disappointing weekend for Daryl that he'll have to take on the chin. He's back.
180.
Welcome back, Duff. Number 5. He is a relentless scoring machine. He'd only hit 10 180s in the previous 3 Players' Championship tournaments. And he'd played
55.
to be fair to him, only 3 matches. He had been beaten in the first round in each of them. But he's managed to add to his haul by 50%.
30.
3.5 legs into this one. He'll stay there. Well, surely he'll stay there, but I'm not sure what he's trying to work out here. Well, he should know that he's now got double 6.
12 left, yeah.
Well, if he didn't know, he's done the right thing to check.
120.
Was unable to check it out in the end. And I can only imagine that the mathematical ignorance has
41.
kind of broken his rhythm there. Simple sums here.
Game shot.
This time he does check out. He was actually born in Belgium, Krzysztof Kciuk, but has spent his whole life in Poland. A web designer from Krakow.
$55.
Those 3 defeats that I mentioned in his 3 debut tournaments as a PDC Tour card
140.
holder were against Nathan Aspinall. That was 6-5. No shame in that. Andy Bolton yesterday, and last Sunday he was seen off in the first
59.
round by Keegan Brown. In fact, Keegan Brown finished off that match, you may remember, with a perfect leg.
$59.
This is certainly the first time that I've had him on the live stream, and he's impressing very much. Wesley Harms has had better success so far since making the switch. He's yet to lose in the first round. He's cashed on every single day of darts on the Pro Tour. Victories against the likes of Adrian Lewis and Gary Anderson under his belt already as well.
$58.
Exhibiting the Bobby George style bling, the chains around his neck. Has to get them every day, does Wesley Harms. They're actually chocolate.
140.
Well, he needs to find the sweet spot here.
Game shot.
He does in the end, but only with the aid of a deflection. But it doesn't matter how they go in, as long as they do. And Wesley Harms breaks the throw again. Last time he was unable to follow up by holding.
100. $100.
The 180's starting to dry up for Kciuk. If they become hundreds, then that is going to allow Wesley Harms opportunities.
$66. $59.
Ian White is through to the second round and he's averaged 107.5 in the process.
140.
6-3 win against Jan Decker. Ryan Murray has beaten Devon Peterson 6-1 on board one. Now the relevance of that is that he will now take on Michael van Gerwen in the second round. And the reason that I mentioned that is because last time Ryan Murray and Michael van Gerwen played, Van Gerwen hit 2 9-darters. A fabulous moment captured on the live stream.
60.
Wesley Harms just looking to tee this up.
122.
He does so very, very well indeed.
$92.
And his favourite double.
Game shot.
Sees him tie up this match for the first time. Andrew Gilding, who only came into the field today because of late withdrawals, has made the most of his appearance and averaged 102.6 in a 6-3 victory against Boris Krčmar. Krzysztof Kciuk's Polish friend Krzysztof Ratajski has managed to book his place in the second round, a 6-5 win against Mickey Mansell for the Polish Eagle.
97. 180.
And now Wesley Harms fires in a maximum. His first of the match, his 10th of the tour.
60.
Gary Blades has enjoyed a victory, I believe a first victory on the Pro Tour, 6-3 against Mike van Dijvenbode.
60.
As a Sheffield Wednesday fan, I'm never normally pleased to see a Blades win, but I'll give Gary that one. Another one of the new intake from
100.
the 2020 qualifying school. Now then, Harms looking to pull off a huge checkout. Needs a bullseye now to do it.
136.
He wasn't too far away on the green, but not in the hole. He will have the chance to hit the front for the first
58.
time, though. Double 8.
Game shot.
We have to hand it to Harms. He's hung around in the rear view mirror of Kciuk and waited for him to take his foot off the gas, and as soon as he has, an overtaking manoeuvre has occurred, and now Harms is hoping to charge off towards the checkered flag. Kciuk needs to find that incredible scoring power that he produced 100. In the first 4 legs. Robert Thornton has moved through to the second round, a 6-5 win for the Thorn.
95.
Who only just hung on to his tour card at the back end of last year by qualifying for the Grand Slam. So another big year for Robert Thornton. He's beaten Martin Clearmaker.
100.
A reminder that next up here we have Michael Smith up against Darius Labanauskas. Smith, who was looking
58.
like a big favourite at one point to come through his half of the draw yesterday, but ran into Ryan Searle, who was not to be denied. Went on to beat Michael van Gerwen in the final.
140.
And he gave a very insightful and at times emotional interview with Dan Dawson at the end of play. It means different things to different players
100.
winning these Pro Tour titles. And you could see it meant the world to Searle yesterday.
$99.
Now this could be a key exchange in this match. A 108 finish here would deny Kciuk the chance to level and leave Harms within a leg.
Game shot.
And he has finished. And is the game all but up for Krzysztof Kciuk, who started this match like a man possessed, could not stop hitting that treble 20, firing in 5 180s in the first 4 legs. But unfortunately, it's gone from feast to famine for the man nicknamed the Thumb.
85.
And it'll be a thumbs down if Harms can finish the job in the next couple of legs.
100.
No disaster if he doesn't do it here against the darts, but he will want to get it done when he's throwing first in the next leg.
140.
I can tell you that Nick Kenny has booked his place in the second round, a 6-4 win against Matthew Dennant. Martin Schindler is also through. He's beaten
60.
Simon Stevenson 6-5. A win too for Mike Kyvenhoven, who has been brilliant so far in 2020. He's seen off Ryan Joyce by 6 legs to 2. Already making a case for the most improved player award, if there were such a thing. If there's not, then we can invent one.
140.
Wesley Harms now within touching distance. One more there. Would have given him a dart for the match.
96.
He'll hope to get one anyway, but we'll have to rely on Kciuk not cleaning up this 101. The finish that Harms himself has already produced in the match.
54.
And now without drama, Harms can get the job done on double top. Double 10 will do. Double 5.
Game shot and the match.
And it is 5 consecutive legs for the Dutchman Wesley Harms, who was under pressure early on with the incredible 180 scoring from his opponent, but when that dried up, Harms took advantage and he claims a 6-3 win to Kciuk Christoph out of the tournament and book his place in the second round.